Hi everyone, it's Bev here, Bev Barnes at bevbarnes.com. And this week I'm doing a video blog again. So this week I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the response that I got to my last blog about when your husband loses his job. And what I realize is that right now a lot of people are losing their jobs and a lot of people are dealing with it. And a lot of people are sort of seeing it in the same way that I do, particularly when you lose a job that you didn't like in the first place. Because I sort of see it as an opportunity to actually figure out and do what you're here to do. So I want to give you some advice for how to deal with losing your job and some of the best strategies that I can think of and that I've learned about that I know work. First thing, when you are losing your job or you've lost your job, and really this applies for any kind of life transition that you can make, go outside. Now, why do I say go outside? Because what you really want to do is you want to get out of your verbal mind. So your verbal mind is repeating all kinds of things over and over and over again. Maybe like, how am I going to make a living? What am I going to do? How am I going to find a job? Blah, 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 blah. That's what your verbal mind does. And what you want to do is you want to disconnect from that. One of the easiest and fastest ways to do that is to go outside. Focus on the trees, focus on taking a walk, go into the woods, go in nature. It will really, really help. I really guarantee it. The other thing, ask yourself this question: what's ending? So you want to be really, really honest. What's ending? And it might be things like what's ending is driving the same way that I usually drive to work, the colleagues that I worked with, the regular salary. It could be a whole bunch of other things. Ask yourself that question. It's really important that you actually notice what's ending. And for some of those things, what you're going to want to do is really grieve. Symbolically, that is ending. That part of my life is ending. Sometimes what people do is they will make a symbol of this thing that's ending and like throw it into the fire. Make a fire, make a symbol of this thing, throw it in the fire and burn it. Don't burn down your house or anything, but it's just something that you can do. The other question to ask yourself is what's not ending. So even if your job is ending, if that's the transition that you're in, there is something else that is not ending. Maybe it's the relationships with the people that were truly your friends in your workplace, but it's also your essence, who you are, your character, what you have to offer. That's not ending at all. So write down a list of the things that aren't ending for you. Last thing that I'd ask you to do, and this is really the core and the heart of any transition, and that is finding your personal meaning in this transition. So the question to ask here is, what do I need to learn? And how is this transition helping me to learn it? So I'll just give you an example. Just recently, a few minutes ago, I got off a call with somebody who has lost his job. And what he said to me was really illuminating. He said to me, you know what? I just realized that I'm not a manager. And I said, what do you mean by that? And he said, well, I'm a teacher, I'm a consultant, but I'm not a manager. I don't like to manage people. I feel drained when I manage people. And I've had it in my head that that's what I'm supposed to be doing. And I asked him why. And he said, well, I was told that it was better to be a manager. So I asked him, was it better for you to be a manager? And he said, no, it was draining and it was exhausting. So what he's learning in this life transition is that for him, it's better for him to be who he really is. And once he put that idea that he had, that it was better to be a manager, out of his head, this has given him some freedom to actually create his life and his work in a way that reflects who he is. So find your own meaning. What does this transition that you are going through mean for you? What's your bigger meaning? Find the answer to that question, and it will help you to recreate your life. Have a great day.